All right, let's start with the warm-up. Go ahead and pause this video and then come back to the warm-up. Hopefully you paused it and came back. If you didn't, okay, it's cool. I am gonna go ahead and go over it anyways. All right, so the max and the min. All right, so we know that this is a minimum, and the minimum is the bottom, and it's going through -4, so that's why it's y equals -4. Our x-intercepts are right here and right here, where we have a -1, 0, and a 3, 0. Y-intercept is touching right here, where the y is a -3, so x is 0. Axis of symmetry is going through the vertex where x is actually equal to 1. So then that means our vertex is 1, -4, which is right here. Okay, so if I draw that little dotted line, I'm going through the 1. All right, so that's how we do that warm up. Okay, so today we're going to talk about the key feature, and we're going to focus more so on those zeros. All right, so in develop number 1, I'm going to do number 1 and you're going to do number 2. So no, I am not going to go over number 2. All right, so in this one, it says the 0 is 3 and -1. Go ahead and cross out that word 0. We want to trade it in for x-intercept. We like x-intercept better because it's easier to understand. So at x-intercept, we're looking for it to cross, and that should have been an arrow. Sorry about that. We're looking for it to cross at the number 3 and -1. So let's look. So I got -1 and 3. That one looks good. -1 and 3. That looks good. -3. Nope. So we know it's not G. -3. Nope. We know it's not J. So now we done down to 2. So the vertex is at 1, -2. So we know the vertex is in the middle of the function, and I'm just going to put the middle of the function. So if I go up to the x, I'm at 1, and I go over to the y, I'm at -4. So underneath my notes here, I want you to write 1, -4, and 1, -4 does not match, so it's not F. If I go up here, I'm at 1, -2, so that is 1, -2, which is exactly what we're looking for. So our answer here is answer choice H. So what I did was take the information that they gave me and match it up to the graph that I'm looking for. All right, you're going to do this one on your own. All right, so I'm going to do one problem from the demonstrate, and then you are going to do one of the others. All right, so I'm just going to look at this one. It says to find the zeros. Again, you can cross out that word zeros and trade it in for x-intercept. So I know on my x-intercept that I'm going to have 2 points more than likely, and I'm going to do an example on each page. All right. Okay, so for this one, we're going to do this example. It crosses here and it crosses here. So I'm at -25 is my x value and -10 is my x value. So that means I'm putting in zeros into my donut holes. Okay, so you'll do 2 and 3. Let's go to the next one. All right, I'm going to pick question 6 because question number 6 is probably the one you have questions about. So if I'm looking here, it touches the x-axis right here and right here only. So that means we only have 1 0. And that 1 0 just so happens to be at the origin or 0 0. And I'm done. So sometimes we won't have 2 zeros, but most times we will. Let's look at another one. All right, so this is my last one I'm going to go over. And I'm going to go over number 7. All right, so number 7, we're at -2. It crosses, and it also crosses at +8. So I'm going to put a -2, 0, and a 8, 0. All right, so you're going to go ahead and do the rest of those demonstrate questions on your own. All right. So once you finish those demonstrate questions, I want us to go ahead and look at our lesson summary. So we focused majority on today of the quadratics 0, and I can define it as the x-intercept. All right, so the zeros are just another word of saying the x-intercept. All right. Let's go to our checklist. Yes, I have your checklist. Okay, so on your checklist, you have watch the video and complete your notes. Now you're going to complete all of those practice problems. You should have done that already. You are now ready for the additional work that is in your packet sheet. All right, you're now ready for the 2 pages that are attached to your notes. Use those notes that I've already added on to them to the best of your ability, and I want you to actually go to the back of the problem, and I'm going to do number 10. I'm going to do number 10. You'll know what I'm talking about as soon as I get there. So go ahead and go to Desmos for me. So I'm going to go ahead and go start Desmos. Right, and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. So number 10 says y equals x squared plus 4x minus 7. And on there, they're asking you to identify the vertex. Well, first on your notes, you need to make on your sheet, you need to make sure you draw this parabola that you see. I'm gonna go ahead and zoom out so I can see my entire parabola. The thing I love about Desmos, you see these 4 gray dots? These are your x-intercepts, this is your y-intercept, and this is your vertex. Because the question only asks for the vertex, I'm going to unhighlight the other gray dots here and only going to focus on the vertex. So in that, on my paper, I should have the vertex is at -2, -11. And that's how you solve for features with Desmos when they give you an equation. Pretty simple and pretty easy. All right, look at the other sheet really quick. The one that says graphing quadratics. I am going to do number 1 with you. All right, so number 1 says f of x, and again, you can pause this as much as you need to till you figure out what sheet I am talking about. 8x minus 4, and it's asking for a couple of things. They said that the y-intercept is at -4. So as you can see, our y-intercept is at -4. But I would have wanted you to write that in coordinate form. So if you see on the rest of the sheet, I have already added the coordinate format for you. The next thing it says, where is the axis of symmetry? So if I go down this dotted line, first I'm going to click the home button. If I go down the middle of the vertex, the axis of symmetry is at 2. So I've already put x equals to 2 on your page, so we're going to write a quick 2. So the axis of symmetry is 2. And I'm going to do it here. X equals 2. I'm going to show y'all something fancy. I could turn this into a dotted line. And now look at that. That's your axis of symmetry, just how I have it drawn on my notes. Then if we're talking about the max, we're talking about the max as high as it go, which is where that 4 comes from. So if I type y equals 4, and I also make it a dotted line, you can see that that's the highest it'll ever go, which is at y equals to 4. So on your notes, you should see y equals to 4. Then last but not least, it asks what is f of 3? Just like we used to do before, f of 3, we put in f of 3. F of 3 would just equal to 2. And so next to f of 3, it would equal to 2. All right, so this is how you're going to do the rest of your work on today. I will see you bright and early tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day. See ya.